Welcome to our court explainer over this weekend, where we are dealing with chapter 300 of the Land Laws of Kenya. This is an explainer that deals with a question about law. Today, we are looking at lost title deeds. Have you ever lost a title deed? What happens when you lose a title deed? Have you lost a search? Have thugs come to your house and stolen your title deed? Have you gone to the bank and forgotten somewhere your title deed? Has your wife escaped and she has run away with the children plus the title deed? Has your husband or your boyfriend come to your house to visit, and while you're in the bathroom, he sneaks in and steals the title deed of your land? Has your house been burned during the post-election violence or during any other person? Has your house burned either by arson or by accident? Has your office been burned or bungled, and that's where you kept your title deed? So the question we are dealing with: what do you need to do when you lose a title deed? The law in section 33 of the Land Act, chapter 300, provides that whenever a title deed, whenever a lease, whenever a document issued by the land registrar has been misplaced or has been stolen, the first thing you do is you report this matter to the police. You must get an OB, and in the police OB, you will give circumstances of how the title deed or the lease got lost or got misplaced. After you have gotten this, Section 2 provides that the registrar shall require a statutory declaration to be made by the owner of the title. A statutory declaration is you go to an advocate and swear an affidavit on oath, and that affidavit shall be commissioned, as I said earlier, by a commission of oath who is a senior advocate, or if it got lost and you are out of the country, by a notary public. You swear stating exactly the circumstances, why and how that document called a title deed or a lease got lost. 2, 3, if the registrar is satisfied that the OB and the statutory declaration are sufficient, the registrar will demand that, 1, you put that information for the loss of the title deed must be put on the Kenya Gazette. It must be announced on the Kenya Gazette. That is mandatory. The Kenya Gazette is a government publication. It is there to announce to everybody in the whole world government information. So don't take the Village Gazette. Don't take that gazeti yako ya nyumbani useme that is the Kenya Gazette. It is the Kenya Gazette printed by the government printer. That is where you put the loss of that. Then you will be required to put that information in 2 newspapers with wide circulation. 2 newspapers with wide circulation that are national. If you put a village newspaper, that the registrar will not agree. 4th, it must be in that Gazette notice and the newspaper for a duration not less than 60 days. It must be there for 60 days from the date of the publication. The registrar has capacity to either allow you to put it into the Gazette and the newspapers, or the registrar can tell you to put in one of them. That is the discretion of the registrar in section 3. After that expiry, then the registrar can issue you with another title deed. That is the procedure. But in subsection 4, what happens if after you have published, that woman who ran away with your title deed, that girlfriend who disappeared with your title deed, that boyfriend who stole your title deed, that child of yours who was annoyed and took the title deed, brings back the lost title deed? What happens? Article 33(4) says, if a lost certificate of title or certificate of lease is found, it shall be delivered to the registrar for cancellation. Remember, you cannot have two title deeds over the same land. It is illegal and criminal to have two documents. What does this happen? People are mischievous. They differ with their girlfriend, they differ with their boyfriend, they differ with their husband. The husband or the boyfriend carries the title deed and runs away with it. You cannot retrace it. Then you go to the registrar and say, my title deed has gotten lost. Later, you reconcile, that title deed is found. You must return it to the registrar for cancellation. Take it from court helicopter. Once you fail to return it for cancellation, if you are found in possession of two title deeds over the same land, it is criminal and you'll be charged for that. It goes on to say, once the registrar is satisfied that the lost title has been published properly, he will reconstruct the register and issue you with a new title deed and with a new lease. Once that has been replaced, all the entries in the register are updated. What is critical in the losses of the title deeds of land is that title deeds of land can disappear. Sometimes rats, most of the title deeds are kept in a wooden box. The rats come in, the mice comes in, they eat, the ants eat this. The day you guys, your mother dies, you get to the box, the title deeds have been eaten by rats. There's nothing. You have got to follow that process. Your old parents, they employed a worker. The worker is the only one who knew where documents are kept. The worker stole those and disappeared. House girls steal title deeds to punish employers. People go to the diaspora, especially the diaspora people. They leave the title deeds with their aunties. They leave their title deeds at home. When they come back, the title deeds are not there. Today, Court Helicopter News has brought you good news. Don't be worried when a title deed disappears. The law under section 33 of the Land Act has provided a solution on how to deal with a lost title deed. Wakili Danstan Omari on issues land as provided for in chapter 300 of the law of this country. See you in the next episode as we conclude the question about land. Thank you.